Alright everyone, RJ here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be doing a speed test comparison between the Google Pixel 7a and the Google Pixel 6a. Alright, so before I get started, I want to start saying this probably in every speed test just to clarify. But before I get started, these tests are just for fun, okay? They are just to see which phone opens an app side by side faster. Okay, it will not indicate how your phone will work in day-to-day usage. Everybody's phone is going to work differently depending on their signal, their Wi-Fi. So yeah, I want to throw that out there. Now we have two Pixels here, one generation apart. Pixel 7a, 6a. The Pixel 7a running the Google Tensor Gen 2 chip with 8 gigs of RAM. The Pixel 6a running the Google Tensor Gen 1 chip with 6 gigs of RAM. Now the 7a is quite a bit updated as far as some, the processor, the features over the 6a. But is there really that much of a difference here? So we're going to find that out here. We're going to start up first with a power up or boot up test here, starting now. It should be very, very similar here, honestly. I'm not expecting... the 7a may start up a little bit faster here. And it does. There we have the 7a starting up, but behind here is the 6a. And so there you go. So now both phones are now at the home screen. Now the Pixel 7a has a 90 Hz display. You got a 60 Hz display over here, but just using them every day, you're going to tell the difference between, of course, that 90 Hz smoothness versus 60 Hz. But honestly, to the average person that really don't care about that, it ain't going to really affect how your phone is going to work, okay? Just because the screen is not as silky smooth as a 90 or 120, this is still very usable here in 2023. Don't let anybody tell you that it ain't, all right? I mean, it does just fine. Yeah, so all that's good there. Now, one thing that I want to run first of all is a Geekbench 6 test. Like I said, these Geekbench tests here, they're really not, they're just tests to run side by side to see which one scores higher. Doesn't really mean anything in everyday, normal, day-to-day usage, but this will take a few minutes to run, so I'll go ahead and let it run out, and I'll come back when it's finished. Here we are, the results are in, and the Pixel 7a with a single core of 1453, multi-core of 3452, the 6a single core 1465, multi-core 3283, so the 6a ever so slightly edges out the 7a, but of course the 7a multi-core edges it out by a couple hundred, but not that much difference, and both of them are on Android version 13 and on the same exact security patch right now. June has not came through yet, so we are still on the May. So yeah, with all that being said, I'll also do a 3D Mark test. That's more of like an advanced gaming type score or whatever, but I'll run it at the end here. But we're going to start in first with a speed test, starting now. And that was pretty much even. Let's go into YouTube. And pretty much even there again. Maybe the 6a had it by a little bit. I don't know. Let's go into the calculator. Even. Calendar. Even there once again. Clock. Even there once again. Let's go into Amazon. And pretty close there again. Maybe the 6a edged it out a little bit, but very close. Let's go into eBay. And the 7a edged it out there. Let's go into Best Buy. And wow, the 6a pulled that one off. Okay. Let's go into B&H Photo. And the 6a there again. Let's go into Twitter. And that's about even there. Pretty close. Let's go into Instagram. And that was actually dead on. That was spot on. Let's go into Netflix. That was the 7a there. Let's go into Hulu. And the 7A barely took that one there. Let's go into Tubi TV. And the 7A took that one there as well. Let's go into the Play Store. Wow. Look, they were already open. But they were all closed out. Y'all know. But that was about even there. Let's go into Asphalt 9. This should be where you should see the 7A pick up a little bit, and I think that you probably will here. 7A is already started up and got ads there and everything, but yeah, the 7A did start up, not by much, but it did start up faster. Let's go into Dead Trigger. The 7A did edge that one out. Let's go ahead and push play. And a little faster there on the 7A, but so close. I mean, does that little microsecond really even matter? Nah, it don't. So, anyway, let's go into Temple Run 2. Let's see what how it's going to be close. Oh, this one's going to be neck and neck. Let's see which one. Let's see which one gets there first. Wow. Okay. Alright, let's go into Subway Surfer. And here it looks like it's going to be the 6A took it. So, there you go. Okay. Google Tensor Gen 1, Google Tensor Gen 2, 8 gigs of RAM, 6 gigs of RAM. But, how is RAM management? Let's go over it. How about it? Let's open that up there. Open. Temple Run. There we go. Open on both there. Dead Trigger. Notification thing there, but it was open. Asphalt 9. Probably reload on both. Well, actually it's not. It's open on both. Alrighty. Let's go into the Play Store. But we're good. Tubi. We're good. Had refreshed there on the 6A. Yeah, Hulu. I forgot that. But open there. Netflix. Reload there on the 6A. So that extra RAM is where you're going to see. Yep, extra RAM on that 7A is showing up there. But both of them up on that one there. Best Buy. Reload on the 6A. Let's go into eBay. Both had to reload there. Amazon. Both are reloading. Clock. Yeah. Starting to see both of them kind of having reload, stuff like that now here. Yep, reloading on everything now. So, about halfway through, you know, they held the apps open and then you start seeing reloads or whatever. I mean, if your phone has 12 gigabytes of RAM, 16 gigabytes of RAM, whatever, it ain't going to have any problem holding open all these apps. But, I mean, you got 6 over here, 8 over here. And, yeah, it did hold a few more apps open with the Pixel 7a than the 6a. But just for everyday, day-to-day usage, you're not going to see much difference, okay? So to finish this off, here we'll go ahead and run a 3D Mark test here. Just going to run it to see what happens, which one can handle more and everything. This here will take a couple of minutes, so I'll let these here run out, and I'll come back when they're finished. Well, the tests are finished, and I'll be doggone if the Pixel 6a didn't beat out the Pixel 7a. 1978, 1864. I mean, they were close. They were neck and neck, you know. Average frame rate on the 7A is 1120. 1180 here on the 6A. So just barely an improvement there, you know, as far as frame rate goes on the 6A. But, you know, a win's a win. So, I mean, just to be honest here, using these phones here is an everyday phone. Regardless if you have a 6A or if you got a 7A. They're going to perform pretty close to the same. That's why I said in my previous video, if you got a Pixel 6a, it's a waste of money to buy the 7a. Because the 6a is going to perform just as good. Okay. Both cameras are fantastic on both of these phones. Okay. The screen size is the same. Yes, you are losing 2 gigabytes of RAM here compared to the 7a. You are losing the wireless charging, which honestly, really... And, you know, you're losing the 90 hertz. So, let me know down below what y'all think. I mean, if you got a 6A, don't give your 6A away for the 7A in a trade-in, because Google ain't giving you squat, alright, in a trade-in. And that goes for anywhere else. So if you got a 6A, the 7A is not really worth upgrading, my personal opinion. If you got an older Pixel, like I said, yeah, definitely. But yeah, there's the test. I want to hear y'all's thoughts down below in the comments section. If helpful in the form of it anyway, hit that like button. That like button really helps the algorithm, so please press it. That's all I ask, just to press the like button. If you're new around here and you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. Clicking that bell, turn it on to receive all post notifications to future videos. And that would be awesome if you come back and watch my videos. I would really appreciate it. Y'all have a good one, and thanks for watching.